On today's life lesson, have you ever been in a situation where you thought you were in control and then all of a sudden you were not in control and you needed help desperately? If you've had that, share your story, like the video, and subscribe. This happened, life lesson, when I was a ringside physician. In other words, that's a doctor who works at boxing events and cage fighting events at the ringside to basically make sure that the fighters don't die. I had been doing it for about 2 years in the amateur level, and I felt like I had seen quite a lot. Crazy knockouts, insane submissions, and just wild cuts. So I'm at this other event, working weekend to weekend, and now at the Hollywood Park Casino. It's been a long day of fights, and we're nearing the end, thank goodness. I'm doing my post-fight physical, and I always ask what hurts. So the fighter says, my neck hurts. I got punched in the neck. It hurts. I'm like, that makes sense, but there's nothing I can do about that. So just have a seat. And, if it gets worse, let me know, but I don't think it's going to get worse. So about 30 minutes rolls by, and I get a tap on the shoulder. And I discover it's the fighter. And this time he looks kind of panicked and bug-eyed. And he says, I'm having trouble breathing. And I'm thinking, no, this is not good. Do we stop the event, send our one ambulance with him to the emergency room because he might die? So I just check with my senior doctor, and I ask him, what do we do? And he says, take a listen to his lungs and tell me if he has high-pitched breathing sounds. I listen. He does. And he says, okay, that means that he's having swelling internally in his neck. So we need to put some ice on it, see if we can decrease the inflammation, because if we can't, we're going to have to send this guy. He's going to have an emergency. So I put the ice pack on his neck. The fighter sits there, and I check in after about 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes rolls by, he takes out the ice, and he says, I'm feeling better. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness. And he does feel better, and it only gets better throughout the night. So, luckily in this situation, I had a more senior doctor to ask for advice. The life lesson, though, is no matter how much you've seen in life, things will tend to come out the woodworks and surprise the hell out of you. So, experience is the ultimate teacher, and the more of it you have, the better off you'll be. So get some experience.